Good morning. This is week 6 of my prep, and I wanted to go over my results for the week. And after that, I am going to go ahead and give y'all a day of supplements. I'm trying to figure out ways to add a little bit of something into these videos so they're not so just boring and 5 minutes of me rambling. So let me get into that. As far as y'all know that, well, you may not know, but I am doing my mock prep for the AC Bikini Fashion Show in August. I believe that's 26 weeks away. And so I decided to call up my old trainer and have him prep me for that. So actually next week on Friday is my consult with them. So maybe I'll record some of that designing. It's going to be Disney themed, just in case I hadn't mentioned that. But this is my second week on the same calories, and that is 1,829 calories, 144 grams of protein, 194 grams of carbs, and 53 grams of fat. So this is my second week on that. Now, granted, before I started prepping, I was at 2,000 for maintenance. Then he went up to 2,100 calories, and this week it's still 1,829 calories. Steps went up to 10,000. I've been on 10,000 for 2 weeks, and I've also been on additional cardio that he put me on, which is 15 minutes of cardio, level 3 to 5, which I do 5, and 3 to 3.5% in speed, which I do 3.3 now, which is fine. I'm not really sure where he wants me to be at as far as my heart rate. He just gave me the cardio. Yeah, that scale is going up. I am at 118.4. Last Friday it was 118, and then on Saturday when I checked in with you guys, it was down to 117.6. So I thought maybe it was just a little, something going on with the scale, but nope, it's 118.4 this morning. And I've spent a couple of years trying to not let that scale bother me and use it as a tool and help me understand my body and what it's doing, but I have no idea what I am doing wrong or if this is the way a prep goes. This is the daily scale reading that I have. Saturday when I checked in with y'all, Friday it was 118, and then Saturday when I checked in with y'all it was 117.6. On Sunday it dropped to 115.6. Then it started to go up, 116.8, 117.8, 117.6, then all the way back down to 117, and then Friday was 118.4. And I've always fluctuated in ounces, but like this scale's going crazy. It has batteries. Like, I broke down and bought another scale just in case that's the issue. So I'm gonna try a new scale when it comes in and see if that helps. But I am also I did send him my concern, so I am going to check and see what he tells me on my feedback. And when he sends his feedback, I will add that in, and then I will go ahead and do the supplement portion of the video. And just so you know, it's just about the compounds, peptides. It's research only. Do your own research. This is just for me, for my body, what I've done. Full disclaimer, it's not for anybody else to follow. I just want to say that it's entertainment purposes only. I did put it in the beginning of the video, but this is my first time putting in supplements, so I just want to make sure that I put that portion in too. So steps were good, food was good. Valentine's Day I was going to be dinner out. He had given me a menu for that. We canceled, so I ate on plan. I also did send him like the additional stuff. He did say I can have like sugar-free and things like that, but I just sent him like in addition to the meal plan that he gave me, just in case he sees something in there that maybe is doing something to my body. But these are things that I've used in the past and have never affected the scale. And I'm not saying this is the scale thing. I know that the measurements are good, and I feel like I'm doing good, but it's just something that I hadn't seen in a while for it to fluctuate like that. So it's just me, and he will reassure me like he always does. He always comes back and, like, brings me down. Workouts, I did better in my form, and I did increase the weights on some. One of them that I'm just having, two of them that I'm having a hard trouble on the weights going up on is the shoulder press and the bent over rows. And I think it's because he has me go so slow. He has me doing 5 seconds up, 5 seconds down, 5 times, and then five times fast, and then again 5 times, 5 seconds up and down. And it just puts, I can only do, like, shoulder press, I'm at 22.5 in weight, and I can do it completely. But when I try to go up to 25, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, it's just so hard to lift. But when I'm doing them just regular speed, I can do 27.5 on the dumbbell. So before, his instruction, I was doing 27.5, and then when he had me do the 15.555, I had to go down to 22.5. So I'm trying to get it to go back up, but I cannot complete the whole 15. I'm going to see what he tells me. The same thing with the bent over row. If I do 15 regular pace, regular tempo, it is 15 at 60-pound barbell. And the way he has me doing them, I'm down to 40 and I can't get it back up. But in order to get it back up, I'd have to go to 50. That's 10 whole pounds. So I'm thinking on those I'll do reps, but I just like 666 or something like that. But we'll see what he says about that too, because I am trying to hit PRs on those and I just can't. But other than that, I'm gonna let y'all go, and when he gives me my feedback, it'll be a second for y'all. Hear what he has to say about this, and then we'll go into my supplement video. Thanks. I'm back. I got my feedback from my coach, and I told you, like I said, he was gonna talk me off the ledge. So just a little brief about me. I always used the scale to kind of help me understand my body, learn to love it, do it every day. But during prep, I guess it's a little different because we're pushing so hard in the gym. Before, I was doing it for maintenance and just lifestyle, and so I have to just start thinking a little bit different, even though it still is a tool. It's different than what's really going on. So here's a little message from my coach, which would probably help some of y'all when y'all start to work out and see that the scale isn't moving. It was just kind of frustrating to me because I know I'm doing everything right, and I'm not sure what I needed to see on the scale. Like, I'm thinking lower calories, it needs to go down. But another thing is that before I went on this prep, I was going to the gym every day, and I don't know if y'all remember that from my very first week, was that, well, I'm a little nervous because I'm in the habit of going every day, even Sunday, even if it's just for active recovery. And then it went down to just 4 times and a couple of core exercises during my off days. So it just got me a little nervous. And here's the message he sent to me. Happy Sunday, Rachel. I think I'm going to have you throw that scale away if it helps you mentally. You can't let it get to you. What should be affecting the fluctuations right now should be the way you are training. It is different, and with training intensity going up, as you will hold on to water retention inside the muscles, as well as some inflammation. And since every week we are continuing to try to push more and get more out of those workouts. You may already know this, but this will cause fluctuations with your weight due to intracellular retention. I think also your body was used to moving too much every single day, and that also has changed for you as well. Your body is still adapting to all of these changes. You have to remember the scale is only a tool. I know you track absolutely everything, but that can be a double-edged sword if you let it. You can't stress every detail too much because you will stay in a very stressed state, which is not good for anyone. Not many people can track as much as you because it causes them more harm than good, and I know you've come a long way doing things in a very particular way. You have to remind yourself that all the data is just data. And what we want to see are the trends over an extended period of time, not the changes day to day or week to week. I know you're probably just letting out stress from these changes, but just remind yourself that this is all a big process for a specific goal. You have to remind yourself that all this data is just data, and what we want to see are the trends over an extended period of time, not the changes day to day or week to week. I know you're probably just letting out stress from the changes, but just remind yourself that this is all a big process for a specific goal that we are working for, and you have to learn to trust it even when it changes up on you. So there we have it. Excuse the voice. I think I'm getting sick. It's kind of itchy. But that's what he said. We're not changing anything. We're going to continue with the 1,800 calories, continue with the 4 days workouts, and 4 cardio sessions post-workout. And I will look forward to seeing y'all next week. Thanks for watching. Good morning. So as you can see, I wake up at 3:45, and at that time I do take my thyroid medicine, and I take it immediately upon waking up, so that way I have about 30 minutes before I start putting any supplements into my body. I'm first going to start. I started now that I'm already ready, teeth brushed, face cleansed, but I wanted to show you the first peptide that I use, which is Snap 8, and that is like your Botox that I put in my serum. But let me show you where I store that. This is my little mini fridge in my restroom, and in here, I know it's kind of loud, it's not a really expensive one, but I have my little massagers, and then this is the serum that I have. I have a serum that I buy from Amazon, and then I go ahead and put it in this bottle along with Snap 8, and I will put the explanation of what this is good for here in text, because I forgot to write it down, and I wanted to write everything down just so that I can be more clear instead of trying to memorize everything. But this is what I use first right after cleansing my face. I will see you in the kitchen. So here is my pantry. This is where my setup is for protein powders and supplements, and in that drawer. Usually this is where I will do my peptides and my pre-workout drink, but I just put the pre-workout stuff over there on the counter so we can have more room. In here are like protein powders that I just haven't used yet, and the supplements that I'm using currently, along with some powders that I'm not using, like pre-workouts and hydration. I just have those just in case I need them. And in the drawer I have, the syringes for my peptides. I also have just supplements that I'm not using currently underneath that. And then here is my peptide schedule. Of course, the gray ones are just protocols I'm not using at this time, along with my peptides and alcohol pads. So this is my little supplement corner in my pantry. That's just for me, that little space of mine. Now here are the supplements that my supplement case to make things easier for me. This I put in my lunch bag. It will have my first meal, third meal, fifth meal, and nighttime supplements. So this is, like I said, I keep this in the refrigerator. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back in, and then set up my peptides and what I take pre-workout as far as my supplements. So So here is my setup, what I have for morning pre-workout. It's my probiotic, which is healthy bacteria in the gut before my food starts to arrive. My peptides, these are the probiotics, syringes, alcohol pads. My creatine, of course, you know, it's to keep the muscles full. And since I'm doing this fasted, it ensures that my energy levels are topped off before I hit the weights. The BCAA, EAAs, this is my muscle guard since, of course, I'm eating fasted, like I said. So this will help. It's like a muscle insurance. It will help preserve the muscle so that I don't use it for energy instead of fat. And then the glutamine is a new one for me. This was, these two were given to me. I've been doing since I started Manjaro, but this one, the glutamine is supposed to help repair the gut lining to keep digestion smooth. So these three will go into my my water, and I just drink 2 of those in the morning. I'm supposed to get about a whole gallon of water a day. As far as the peptides that I take right now, they are the SS31, which is a mitochondrial mechanic. It just think of that as fixing the insides of your cells, making it more efficient and producing energy to reduce oxidative stress. The MOTS-C is like an exercise mimetic. That peptide tricks your body into thinking it's working harder than it is. So it's boosting metabolism and helps with insulin sensitivity, making your fasted cardio lifting more effective. And then we have the AOD 9604. That's the fat destroyer. This is a piece of the growth hormone molecule that only focuses on burning fat without affecting blood sugar. There is another one that I take, but I'm off of it for another 2 weeks, which is the 5-amino-1-MQ, and that's a fat cell blocker. It blocks the enzymes in NMT that makes fat cells grow, and it effectively turns up the metabolic thermostat, helping you stay lean while potentially gaining strength. That one I love, 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 but right now I'm not taking it. So these are the actual things that I do pre-workout, and I will see you after. Thanks. Okay, so it's 7:15. Worked out. I did my cardio and got ready for work. And now I'm going to do the second set of peptides. And this is what we're looking at. So we have 2 of them this time. One of them is going to be the BPC and the KPV. KPV is a potent anti-inflammatory peptide. It is like a reset button for your gut and systematic inflammation after a brutal training session. And the BC 157 is a short for body protective compound. It's famous for accelerating and healing of tendons, ligaments, and gut lining. It's kind of like for joints, and I would take these 2 today. These you can take, I take daily, not 5 times a week. And there's also another one I take, which is NAD. I've been taking NAD since December of 2024 by my doctor, that had given me the prescription of Manjaro and the compound. And NAD is taken 3 times a week, so I don't take it today, but it's a coenzyme that helps the DNA repair and brain clarity. It fights brain and keeps your energy levels from crashing post-gym. So I take those 3 peptides after my workout. And actually, there is one that I take, but I am off cycle right now. I have to wait 4 more weeks for that one, and that's JHKCU. That is the tissue remodeler. It's a copper peptide that tightens skin and promotes collagen production, and it's essential to keep your skin looking tight. I really like that one. I'm missing it. I see a big difference with that. So as for peptides, that's all the peptides that I take for the day. And I will show you throughout the day when I take the rest of my supplements. So I've already prepared all of my food. I forgot to mention that these little packets are in my pantry, just in that little container that you saw on there. This is my vitamin D, so I do keep it with it all day just so that I can remember. And I have like a few of these that I bought just real cheapies. They're plastic because I do use gummies for my COQ10 and my multivitamin. And here is my meal one, which is vitamin C, HCl, and my essential enzymes. I'm about to go to work, so I take this and this before I leave. And that's because I'm about 25 minutes away, so I eat my breakfast once I get to work. And that'll give it everything enough time to absorb. Now the COQ10 is a gummy that I use. I've been taking that since Manjaro. It's not from my trainer, and that is like after your workout is done, this helps the heart and cells recover and produce energy for the rest of the day. And then the multivitamins, I never took those before, but of course it's just for micronutrient deficiencies. The vitamin C I've been also taking since Manjaro, and not per the trainer, and that is immune function, collagen synthesis, wound healing, iron absorption. So I started taking that more for collagen and the skin elasticity. And the essential enzymes and the HCLs, those are from my trainer, which are the two capsules. And those are just vital because your body is in stress state after the gym, so it can shut down the digestion. So they're both for digestion, to help process foods efficiently. And it just helps break down the first meal so it doesn't sit in the stomach. So I do take those at every meal. But I guess that's it for now. So I'm going to go ahead and take my first set, head out to work, and eat my breakfast. Thanks. Something that I did want to mention is that my trainer did not suggest any of the peptides that I am on. I did my own research. I am still researching, and I learned about peptides when I did my second tummy tuck. So he has nothing to do with those supplements, and I'm actually specifying which supplements that he's suggesting that are requiring me to take for my body. So there are some that I'll mention in there that I've already been taking, and he is okay with those, and as well as my endocrinologist. I did go through all of my supplements with him. The only one he had me at an issue with was creatine. For some reason, he feels like it's not anything proven, and it's all bullshit. It basically is the way he says it. So I still take it. It's my body. I like taking it, so he knows I still take it, but he rolls his eyes at me every time. But as far as all the supplements and stuff I'm taking, the endocrinologist is aware, and that's why I take my medicine at 3:45 for my thyroid, because it has to be fasted. It has to be 30 minutes before I eat or take any other vitamins. So 3:45 is good, and by 4:15 or after, I start doing the additional supplements. So that all works out. So I just wanted to briefly mention that information, so you can know that I am listening to my own body, doing my own research, learning what these supplements are for. And yes, I still wrote everything down just because I wanted to make sure I got it out right. I was all over the place on my video about the vacuums. So if I write it down, maybe it actually helps. But other than that, I will see you when I get to work so that I can eat my meal, and I will show you the supplements at the second meal. Thanks. As you can see, I've already taken my supplements. I kind of forgot to tape this portion. This is my lunch, and during my lunch, 30 minutes before lunch, I took the essential enzymes and the HCl pepsin. If you remember, I did take these before meal one as well, and they are just to be able to keep the food shredding and breaking down into the digestive system. You know how when you get a food coma and your just energy gets lost after you eat a big meal or something? Well, these supplements will help your body spend less energy digesting and more energy keeping you awake and focused. So that's why we're taking them at 30 minutes before every meal. So I just forgot to put the little supplements in there. They're already in my belly and I'm about to eat lunch. So I'll be back when I take the next set of supplements. Okay, so today is going to be a little different, but I do have my meal 5, which is my dinner supplements. I have an event for work tonight. So I'm going to be on my way there. It's about 30-40 minutes away. So I'm going to take the supplements now and eat in the parking lot and then go into the event. I'm trying to beat rush hour traffic. So these are the supplements. You already know what the essential enzymes and the HCl peptins do. But now we have the vitamin D, which I've been taking this since I found out I was low on my blood work. And the one that I do take was, sorry about that. The one that I do take is was suggested by my endocrinologist. So this is the one you put on your tongue and it gets absorbed on the tongue. And of course, I was just deficient in vitamin D, and now I'm just continued to take it. Vitamin D is vital for your bone health and hormonal balance, especially when you're indoors training a lot. And the omega-3 is reduces inflammation and keeps your joints feeling oiled and pain-free. And of course, you already know what the enzymes and the HCl peptins do. So I'm going to go ahead and take these right down to the event for work. And then I will see y'all before I go to bed for the last and final stack of supplements. Thank you. Okay, it's 8:45 and this is my night stack. It has the magnesium glycinate, which is it relaxes your nervous system so you can actually fall asleep after a high stress day. Helps you to get a good night's sleep. And that once, of course, you get your good sleep, that's part of your muscle growth and recovery. And also in here is the prebiotic. In the morning, I take the probiotic and also ZMAs for recovery as well. So all 3 of these are from my coach. That ends the video for my day of supplements. We do it all over again tomorrow, and I hope y'all enjoyed this part of the video. I tried my best not to put any kind of name brands because I'm just right now learning myself. Some of them I haven't used for barely 5 weeks, and don't really know if it's worth mentioning name brands just yet. So I just didn't even add that and tried not to even show that part in the video. But other than that, I need to get my sleep, and I will see you on the next video. And thank you for watching.